Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ryano98 and welcome to another episode of Weird Loadout, and today we're actually using the M1216 with fast mags, fast mags and suppressor actually, and the DSR50 with laser sights, and of course I'm using the wild card Overkill. My perk 1 is lightweight, perk 2 is fast hands, perk 3 is tactical mask, and the lethal is bouncing Betty, and I'm actually using no tacticals this time actually in the Weird Loadout. And I'm actually using this setup because you guys loved the KSG in the last episode with the suppressor. You guys just wondered how I got so many kills with that gun for some odd reason. And I actually wanted to do it again with another shotgun. And I chose the farthest away shotgun. I actually used my permanent unlock because I'm a prestige person like that. I'm gonna try hard for this game. And I actually used it for that, just for you guys, just to put another Weird Loadout episode. And you'll actually see in a lot of clips today, I'm actually using a lot of DSR kind of clips, DSR 50 clips and the M12. And for somehow I chose this because the close range and the long range kind of capabilities. The close range with the suppressors to keep you silent and everything when close range. And mostly, why would you ever use a shotgun for long range? That's why I picked the DSR 50. And everyone loves the DSR 50 and everyone hates the ballista because it gets so many hit markers, which I kind of believe. I hate the kind of hit markers I get by hitting the belly of the other person, but somehow it's just the game. But it still feels like a solid gun though. But I'm actually using the fast hands because, you know, you have two primary weapons, and it, of course, when you have a pistol, it always kind of, you can whip that gun out. You can whip the gun out faster than any other reloading or any type of gun. So that's why I used fast hands, because those primary switches, they're gonna take a while, about maybe like half a second or a second. And if you think about it in a game like that, that's a long time in a firefight. If you need to switch from your DSR 50 to your shotgun from close range, and since you only have that one shot just in case for that one close range kill for that sniper rifle, I would rather take my chances with the M1216 and try to spread out those 4 shots first. And I actually use the suppressor here again because it keeps me off the map during close range. Because for shotguns, you really need to get up and close into that person's face and try to kill him and spray him with that 4-round magazine. Actually, it has 16, but this is kind of the most special ones, just like the KSG 12. Actually, the KSG, or it's a slug, but this one, it only carries like 4 in one chamber of the magazine. And as you can see, my player here, he's kind of switching. He kind of rolls around the magazine just because there's 4 in each chamber and there's 16 divided by 4 is at least 4, so there's 4 chambers in that magazine that you can fire off. But I really didn't like the gun at first because of this kind of animation where you have to change it up, because this fire rate is so fast. I really can't control it that well. So that's why it's always good to aim in sight, because somehow in Black Ops 2 you're kind of grouping for your bullets get closer and tighter when you aim down sights, which is not really realistic at all, and just like how they disappear after an X amount of range. But I don't know, I'm not complaining. But mostly it really frustrates me about changing it all the time. But after a few games of getting used to it, maybe like 5 or 6 games, and that's kind of a lot of games for me to get used to them. But I finally got used to the kind of switching out and every kind of aspect of the gun, which is pretty good. If you can get that pretty well, it's really good to use in a game, especially if you're going on Nuketown like I'm doing here. And the mid-range, I don't really have a good mid-range gun. That's why I chose the DSR 50, because I can slightly quickscope and everything like that. But it's a good solid DSR 50. Of course, everyone loves it when quickscoping, just like the ballista. And like I said earlier, the ballista is hated upon people, just like all people say the FMJ adds more damage, but it really doesn't. It's just the full metal jacket, how it goes through objects. Somehow people just don't listen at all. But it's always good to get into people's faces with a shotgun, and it's always good to have the suppressor because it keeps you off the map really easily. The DSR 50, and of course I always have the laser sight, because somehow people say the laser sight helps you kind of quickscope easier, and it's kind of better for you, people might say, because somehow, like, you know, the grouping or the crosshairs right there, it spreads out a little bit slower, a little bit tighter, so you can actually glance in and kind of get the quick scope more cleanly instead of trying to drag scoping like I did there. Somehow I didn't kill that guy, but it's a good solid gun. That's like I use the fast mags for this M1216. The fast mags, you really need to reload really fast with this gun, because if you're stuck on that little, like on a one, like if you shoot 3 and that one chamber of the magazine, and then you don't want to shoot that the other bullet just to rechamber your gun. So that's why you really need the fast mags here. That's why I really don't prefer this gun for kind of close quarter combat, because of that kind of reason of just having one bullet, one kind of slug, kind of flechette or kind of buckshot round in there. I would rather have like the S12 or maybe the 870, the try-hard shotgun. Yeah, everyone used that, right? So yeah, you mostly the reload animation without fast mags is just so slow, man. It takes me forever just to pop that thing and then pop it back out. I mean, pop it out and pop it. I can't say that twice, but oh well. It just takes forever for some odd reason. Just like the S12. I really don't know why they didn't buff it a little. It's just shotgun. It seems like it loads so slow. It seems like all the shotguns are load so slow. It really, I don't like that much. And somehow I didn't get this guy from that no scope. Weird. And the knifing aspect is still horrible. I'm still complaining about that. Why am I still complaining about it? Well, mostly everything you need here. Just like the bouncing Betty. The bouncing Betty, you really need to kind of close in those small areas. That's why it's kind of good to use the bouncing Betty, because it has the 360 area instead of the Claymore. Well, the Claymore has like a 50-degree, I think, instead of the 360's bouncing Betty. But most likely you can't kind of go prone on a bouncing Betty. That's what people are starting to get used of, because you can always go prone or crouch during a bouncing Betty when it flashes up. It's not like Modern Warfare 3, I think, where you had to go fully prone, or you can't even crouch or else you're dead, because it hits your top of your head and then you're instantly dead. But somehow the bouncing Betties in this game, I guess you just need to crouch to just kind of get rid of them and try to avoid them in other parts of the map. But it's always good, and my score streaks are the UAV, the lightning strike, the orbital VSAT, and that's all. And I get a lot of orbital VSATs in this game somehow, and I'm on an awesome rush right here in this Nuketown. It's always good to kind of camp it out, but it's Nuketown, and somehow there's a lot of people sniping. But if you guys like this a lot, please comment below. Try to suggest what I should do next. Like, just put out like a random gun with some attachments on it. I really appreciate that, and it's kind of getting to the end of the commentary. I hope you guys really like this a lot. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more Weird Loadout. I'm having more content and stuff out, and I thank you guys very much for watching. And I love you all, guys. I love you all. Goodbye.